right? It's hot chocolate. Because coffee is not necessarily the best thing ever to drink taste-wise. I mean, it's definitely a specific taste. It's not really a taste that you go out and actively say, I want as much of that as possible. At least not if you're not me. Anyways, coffee stuff aside, this has been a while since I streamed, so I'm just getting back into it, so I may be a little bit rusty in my hosting capabilities. Not that there was anything really to rust over to begin with, but that's besides the point. This is going to be a best of 7 all-kill tournament with 1 revive, so I guess that means 4 players each side. So it's 7 all-kill with 1 revive. So basically what that means is we have 2 teams, and it's going to be a best of 7, but each team gets to revive 1 player. So the all-kill format basically works like Team 1 chooses a player, Team 2 chooses a player, Team 2 and Team 1 each send out a player. The winner of that series, they fight, just a best of 1, they do some little intermingling. 1 player loses, the other player who's winning stays, and then they send in the next player, and then they intermingle, and then maybe he wins again, so then that guy dies, and then this player is still rocking it, so then next player comes up, blah 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 blah, he wins again, and then basically the 1 revive part is going to allow this team to take 1 player back and put him up against this guy, mingle around a little bit here like this, and eventually they're going to determine a winner that way through enough of this happening. And then this guy takes down 3 players from this team, and then they get 1 revive, and they duke it out again, and then it goes to game number 7, and then 1 team's going to be the winner. So that's my best way to describe it, which I know is kind of not a great attempt, but whatever. And yeah, we should be starting here pretty soon, It is currently 11 o'clock a.m. here on the Pacific Coast, but it does start at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I guess you don't really need to know that unless you want to hear the story of me hurriedly waking up at 10:30, like, oh shit, I gotta cast something today. God, yay it, because I love casting, but oh my god, I'm totally not prepared for this. And quickly washing my face, brushing my teeth, make myself a cup of hot chocolate or coffee. You can't tell which one it is. Well, I guess I told you it was hot chocolate already, so no part in doing that. But yeah, just kind of did that a little bit, and then rushing up here, getting my hot chocolate, sitting down, making sure everything's fine, getting on to the game, starting the stream up, and here we are right now. By the time you're watching this, we should be able to have the first game already be underway, because there is a 2-minute delay, just for the safety of the teams, make sure there's no shenaniganry going on, there's less of a chance of, stream sniping or cheaters. Not to say that BlackNight is a cheater. No, not at all, not at all. I'm just saying Psionic Aftermath is a super honest team, and sometimes people take advantage of us, so what are you gonna do? No, I'm kidding. BlackNight is gonna be great. We have 3 streams going on today? Oh my god, really? That's 3 times the amount of competition that I want. No, actually. Wedding stuff. Not for me though, not for my wedding, it's just Indian people get married a lot, and it's like once every month or so, we have to like go to a place, and it's so bad. But it's okay. Besides the point. Anyways, 3 streams today. Jeez, I'd rather there only be 1 stream today, but you know what? If you're watching this stream, you chose the right stream, because I'm Mr.789. I'm Swaggar. I've been in the casting game for almost 300 days now. That is 100 days more than any. Got a whisper from Sushi. Are we live? Yes, we are. Hopefully we are live. I didn't really check the stream yet, which you would think that someone with 300 days experience should definitely do. So let's go ahead and make sure everything hasn't gone to shit. Let's see. I'm just gonna jump on the stream here real quickly. africatv.com/ oh, play.africa.com, that's right. play.africatv.com/Psionic Aftermath. Okay. Africa's always a little bit harder to navigate than Twitch, but I like it though. It lets us reach a broader audience, Because not everyone's on Twitch, not everyone's on Africa, but that's the point. We want to reach as broad an audience as possible, so we're on both. Okay. Let's see. Is it showing? Have I just been talking to myself this whole time? I mean, technically, yes. Whenever I stream, I'm just always talking to myself. But, especially this time, am I especially talking to myself? I don't see anything in the stream. Oh boy, this is not really bode confidence for me. Oh boy. Oh goodness. Oh. Why am I messing around with that? No. Oh no, baby, what is he doing? Page unresponsive. Ah! That would be a problem. Let's just try to refresh it. Okay. Now I don't really know whether I want to try or not if nobody's watching. Which I know what you guys are thinking, or not thinking if you're not watching. And it's that, oh, you were trying in the first place, which is haha, yes, very funny. But I do put in a little bit of effort. It's a little bit. Trust me, there's a big difference between me trying and me not trying, which is directly proportional to the amount of genitalia jokes I would make. So, right now, I'm like super duper try hard. Spilled hot chocolate on myself. It's not going great. Alright, let us use this expired Cordyceps coupon to clean it up. You guys can't see it, but it is expired. You guys want to see, actually. Here we go. Sliced fresh sandwiches, 20% off of your online order. Expires June 2018, so yeah. Here, I'll give you some evidence right there. Ready? There we go. Expires June 2018. Hey, there's me! Yay! There I am. Alright. Okay, stream is up and running. There we go. Let me go ahead and log in with Google. Make sure everything is a-okay. Oh, shit! Oh, okay, no. I thought I muted myself. Oh, God. Oh, I was so scared. So, because I muted myself to put on the pre-roll, and I thought that I did that again. Which, I freaking... Thankfully, I didn't. Oh my God, I would have cried, man. Not that there would be too much to miss, but, jeez, it'd be kind of bad. I wouldn't have liked it. I mean, the whole reason I'm streaming is so that people can't tell me to directly shut up. I mean, if I mute myself, it just kind of defeats the point. Gonna be back here casting. I did take a hiatus for like a couple of weeks, but it's good to be back in the seat, back in the hot seat. Just waiting for both of our teams to go ahead and get rock and rolling. I don't know. Oh my gosh, look how much these guys are talking. This overlay right now that we have right now doesn't show you an in-game overlay, but Jesus Christ, they've really been right. So we're just gonna wait for them to go ahead and get everything sorted on now. That's kind of my pet peeve in these social things. I don't have any pet peeves per se, but I guess if I were to have one, it's people saying tournament starts at 11, and then 2 years later, tournament people are like, all right, we're almost ready to get rocking and rolling, and it's just like I could have slept like 10 extra minutes, man. Oh. Okay. Wonder how everyone else is doing. How are your guys' days going so far? Good? What time is it where you live? Where do you live exactly? Social security address? That's my attempt to fish. Good job, me. Social security address. Alright, anyways, yeah, this overlay doesn't show the in-game anymore, which is kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. It used to be like, you would have my face right here. Hang on, let me see. Okay, you'd have my face kind of like right... It's hard to do this. Like, right here. And then the game would be going on right there. So you can just kind of see this, you know, zealot kind of slowly wavering, you know, its side blades back and forth as I talked about, you know, hitting my head on a ski trip or something. Undaunted says, hot chocolate to keep your lap warm. I mean, good guess, buddy. I mean, it's gonna keep me warm. It's gonna keep my body warm, and I guess that means it's gonna keep my lap warm, because my lap is part of my body, but it's not like I'm just, you know, not I have like a perfectly good floor right here. Put it in me lap. Oh, I was thinking you mean like, take the hot chocolate, put it on my lap like this. There. You can't really see too much from the nipple down, which is actually intentional. Just so I don't accidentally violate Afrika terms of service, because I'm pretty sure they frown upon the nipple, male and female, so... Oh, Oh, they said swag can make. Thankfully, I wasn't paying attention. Or rather, thankfully, they knew I wasn't paying attention, just made the game anyways. As you can probably hear by the sounds. But yeah, I guess the talking I can keep it right here. I might finish it off before the first game. So you guys don't hear this in the middle of a giant engagement, you know, just a... Ew, what a gross sound, right? Alright. Keeping my lap nice and warm. Good hot chocolate. It's got no sugars added, which is great. You have to kind of put in more, which makes you take in more sugar, which is, I think, kind of defeatist, but... You know, whatever. Alright. Thankfully, though, I gotta switch over to the in-game cam for the rest of the cast, probably. Just because the games are hopefully gonna be going by pretty fast, back to back, you know. And also, you don't have to look at this ugly little, I mean, gross, unshaven, perfect specimen of a man, you know? I don't want you guys to be confused about your feelings or anything like that, so we're gonna go and switch onto the in-game cam as soon as we get this first game started. Probably keep it on that for the rest of the cast. Yeah. One last thing, one last gripe before we start this off. I mean, alright, so, don't take this the wrong way, but is my overlay jeans? Is like this stuff right here? Is this like jeans? Cause I thought it was like, you know, just like a cool background of rumbly, you know, psionic, you know, background radiation or something, but you know, I see like a seam running along right here, like a seam, and then I kind of look closer and it's like, are those stitches? And then I was like, oh, is it denim? And if it's denim, is it jeans? And if it's jeans, where am I positioned on the jeans? What I'm trying to say is Psionic Aftermath thinks that I am the crotch of their living body team. Because why else would they put me in a pair of jeans? I mean, you may not think it, but like, look where the seams are on jeans. Like, you may be thinking I'm overreacting or something like that, but no, look. I have jeans on right now, because I like jeans. The seam runs... Can you guys see that? I may have to zoom in. Hang on. Hang on. One sec. Here we go. Here we go. Are we doing it? Yeah, we are. Alright. Let me see. Alright. Hang on. We're gonna do if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna have to have the exposure for a little bit. Ah, okay. Alright. So you see that seam? It's so faint, you can barely see it. But you can see this seam, like you can see it running down all the way here, right? Compare that to this thing running along right there. And let me tell you, boys, these seams, it's not like they don't go anywhere. Boys, these seams migrate north for the winter, if you know what I'm saying. Both of them, actually. And then there's like one giant seam down there. Also, I mean, it just makes me concerned and feel unappreciated. You know, we used to have cool, fiery, you know, psionic blue zapping backgrounds, and now I'm just a crotch, guys. I'm not sure if I like this amount of exposure or not. Not like exposure, like fancy-wise, but like it's a video property exposure. It's what made me look all of a sudden Michael Jackson-y, you know? Let's see. First off, let's zoom back out, because ain't nobody want to see more of this. Do I like this more? I think I like this more. Oh no, do I like this more? Oh jeez, is it better than this? I think so. There has to be some sort of happy medium here. That's nice. That's nicer. I have chroma key turned on. Alright, give me a second. Oh boy, I was wondering, because this shirt is supposed to be green, and I looked at it and it was all like, you know, like weird, and I was like, why is it doing that? Why is it so weird? And then I think I realized, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me see if I can find another green thing for you guys. Yep. As long as we have this really funky camera thing going on. Okay, this is supposed to be a green LaCroix can. Let's see how this looks. Ah! Oh, it looks like someone dipped it in like tar and left it there for 1,000,000 years. Look at that. It's supposed to be green, like green with blue. Why do I have this? Do I have this just because you're a slob, Mr. 789? Are you just a pig, living in his own filth, sitting in his own filthy chair, throwing your cans to the side? No. The reason why I kept this is the following. So I crushed this between my thighs. I crushed it between my thighs. You don't need a physical Ooh. Whoops. Ignore that. I crushed it between my thighs. You don't need a physical demonstration. You can imagine that, right? So, crushed between my thighs, and then when I picked it up to throw it in the trash, I squeezed it, and... It's a clicker! I got my own clicker, you guys! Look at that, it's so cute, and now it's like all blobby and amorphous and weird looking, like, ooh. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, my mouse. It flashes different colors. Let's see if it keys that, if it chroma keys that. Otherwise known as green screening that. Let's see. So this is blue. We're gonna wait for it to flash green. Hang on, let's see. Yep. Look at it go! Oh, that is weird! Oh, that is uncomfortable! Oh my goodness. Oh man, alright. Well, I don't know why I didn't pick up on that earlier. I guess it's because there's nothing green in here. I did that because I have a green screen actually that I decided I kind of don't really want to use. You know, I'm probably going to return it because it makes the whole thing less personal, I feel. I don't know. I feel like you guys seeing my disgusting room in the attic makes me feel connected, you know? That is for this. Which I don't have the proper lighting, so it's going to look like shit, but... Yeah. So... As you probably guessed, that wasn't just like a big black screen. That's a solid green. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that. Probably not going to use it. Probably not going to use it during my cast, honestly. This is fine. I think this is fine. Hey, okay. All right, 20 minutes in, and it has just been 20 minutes of good old swag hard just so far, which kind of sucks. Oh yeah, I was gonna turn off the chroma key. Okay, so. You guys ready to see some magic? So, here's my shirt. Here's my can. So now I'm gonna turn off chroma key. You ready? And... Hey! Does anything else change? I don't think anything else changes. It may be getting a little brighter. Yeah, it gets just a little brighter. That's weird. I think it's because I accidentally changed some stuff. Yeah, I messed with the gamma in here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and set that to 0. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and check on the stream. 7 viewers. Oh my god, Mr. Famous over here. Let's see. Miguel is also here too. Miguel, heya. Let's see. Undaunted says, it is 7 PM in England and winter is coming. I feel you on that one. I haven't gotten any snow here in Reno so far. Hang on. Yeah, I heard England is really famous for like its snow and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, so far we've still been getting like super hot days here in Nevada, Pacific Coast, so does kind of suck a little bit. I do miss the snow. We don't get as much snow as we used to. I used to, man, I used to build igloos and shit. Well, like half igloos, like, you know, little things, you know, little things of igloos, and then just kind of, you know, I'll do my best. But like nowadays we get like so little. We get it like once or twice a year. I remember last year though. Last year we had an okay amount of snow, and I made homemade hot chocolate. That's the most memorable part about that. Yeah, so I hope it's gonna be good this year. Let's see. Yo, Miguel, I mean something you want though. Undaunted says, I put milk in hot cocoa because I am a coward. I think it is hard leather. Oh, I guess that's not related to what he said before. But yeah, I honestly think milk and hot cocoa is just the way to make hot chocolate. I mean, it gives it that nice, rich, creamy, smooth body. You know, I think, actually, you know what I think? I think they both serve their own unique purpose. You put milk in hot chocolate, you kind of want that indulgent little, like, you know, you want that full mouthful of just hot chocolate perverts. Just, you know, and it like sticks in there, and it like you feel it in your gut, you know, if you want that kind of hot chocolate. But if you put water in, it's more of like a sharp little zing right there, right? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and have to start casting that, because at 11:20 p.m. a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, we're finally starting our games. Oh boy, here we go. I am so happy. Pitfall says better. He's doing chair yoga now. I think that was in reference to my Undaunted says I'm doing chair yoga now, which I think was in reference to my it's been a while. It really has. Oh goodness. Alright, anyways, enough of this. Let's go and switch on over to the in-game overlay. I can cast too, I promise you guys. I promise. It's going to be on Dreamcatcher as CVZ. Alright, let's get ready to rock and roll. Do I have my caster settings on? Hang on. Yeah, I totally do. Let me just change one more thing. I see... I'll do it later. For now, we'll introduce our players spawning in the bottom right-hand position on Dreamcatcher. He is representing our green Zerg player. Please give a warm welcome for Psionic Aftermath's very own Hino. Hino's a familiar name. I've seen him around the team. I think he's been with us for quite a while, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he was here when I first joined on in, but he's definitely not unfamiliar. Definitely not unfamiliar. And his opponent spawning in the top left-hand position of Dreamcatcher. Representing the orange Zerg player, it is the Zerg Lord. Playing for BlackNight Gaming, a Brazilian gaming team, I am pretty sure. So that is going to be tons of fun. I still can't believe that we... first off, holy shit, the early pool, right? This was like a 14. This was a 12 pool? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. So... you know, boo on me. But yeah, it looks like so it's just going to be 6 slow links to start things out. I think Zergler just kind of wants to put a little bit of pressure on Hino. Maybe catch him doing, yeah. Maybe catch him being super greedy, like hatch, gas, 3 drones and then pull or something like that. Or 2 drones and then pull. But, yeah, it's just going to put on a little bit of pressure, make Hino sweat just a little bit. And the best part about this is the mind games of it. So if you look at Hino, all he knows is that there are lings coming out at a very early pool timing. He doesn't know that this is here for quite a while longer, so that's going to be a little bit scary if you are Hino. You know, you don't really know if the Zerglord is committing to it or not, if there's a hatch behind this or not, though he is going to scout extra lings streaming across the map, and the Zerglord seems to be just kind of going full non-stop ham biscuits on this, so... a little bit concerning, and Hino is going to go ahead and try and save the hatchery, pulling the drones right away. 13 to 19 workers. You can lose, I would say, like 9 drones here and still be alright, if I were to take a guess. I mean, Aidlings are in production as well as metabolic boost, but you gotta understand, not only are these drones fighting and losing their lives, but also, every moment these drones are fighting, they are not mining. 4 drones going down so far, a couple of lings popping on out. You can fight with these lings and the drones, you can corner the lings actually, and he does get a good engagement there, but is it going to be enough? No, the lings are just a little bit too high in number. Now it's 8 workers down, the second hatchery is already finished for the Zerg Lord. He's joining it behind this. And when all is said and done, he gets 8 drones and 3 lings for the low cost of just 5 Zerglings. 300 mineral advantage going on into this early game. And Hino is still making lings, flooding across the map right now, actually. Zerglord is going for a gasless style, which is popular on big maps such as this, on large maps such as this. You can be a little bit more greedy. You don't really see it as often in PvZ. I actually can't remember the last time I saw gasless in PvZ. But you do see sometimes in ZVZ, so that is cool to see Zerglord bringing out. And he has all these lings, but he's not moving across the map, which I do have to be a little bit critical of. I mean, if you have the lings... yeah, okay, I guess he was just pulling them up so the Zerglord, you know, would get a false sense of security, which he has done a great job of doing. Wow, 5 drones in production. Meanwhile, there's like a quadrillion? Actually, a quadrillion lings? No, 29. 29 and 6 lings. I don't know if you guys... I know this may be hard for some of you viewers out there, but that is not a good number to face off against. You know, it's going to go ahead, try and bust down this wall, focusing down this middle evolution Shiva right here, and I think it is going to go down. No G-wall behind this, and oh god, the flood is real. Going to go and go right on in, take out the lings. Excellent choice. Not focusing the spine crawler, which is actually what I think what you want to be doing. Now he is going to focus it down right now, but there's still some transfuses. Ew. Almost a transfuse on the second queen, but not quite. Can't save the spine. still flooding across the map. Not a bending nest in sight for either player. I think his queens are gonna go down. The re-wall is real. And now it is Zergler's turn to pull the boys. 2 drones going on down now. The damage has been fairly mitigated so far. Good micro on these lings. Is he gonna? Yeah, he should probably focus his Evo down, get some more reinforcements in here, and it is gonna go ahead and end up falling. No broodling since it was in production. And now the drones are starting to fall for the Zerglord. 8, 9 drones going down. 10. Can he get more? 13. It just keeps on going. But I think as soon as it keeps on going, it stops on going. Link speed versus not link speed, obviously never a very even match. And I think, wow. Whoa, Zerglord just taps out and GG's. Okay. I'm sorry, was that the right choice? I don't generally like to do this, especially when I'm casting and stuff like that, but let's just look at a couple of things here real quickly. So 2 army to 12, so he's over here, he's attacking. Because it seemed as though he had like 10 more workers, man. I mean, he's gonna lose, blah, 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 blah. So at this point, he decides he lost the game, right? So 17 workers for army supply. Okay, no. Return to game. Right here. Right here, does Zerglord lose? He has 6 more drones. There's only like 4, 5, 6 links over there, and there's some in production for a Zerglord. I don't know if this is... It's bad. Don't get me wrong, it's bad, but is it a loss? He's gonna take out his lings in the main. These drones, he can still lose more drones. I guess in the future he probably would have lost this game. Like I would say 80% chance, but I still feel that that felt a little premature. I think Zerglord was just feeling he was getting overwhelmed. Like he felt overwhelmed without actually being overwhelmed. And then he quit the game. I mean... Don't get me wrong, this is bad. This is really bad, but like, here is not so bad. Like, this is atrocious, don't get me wrong, but this is manageable. And then you look at the resource collection rate, or rather workers active, still has a nice work advantage. And you can still keep pulling drones, keep pumping out those lings, you know, you have that worker advantage, you can maybe get up a couple spines. I don't know, I don't play Zerg, but it just feels premature to me. But anyways, nobody cares what I feel. The score so far is 1-0 in favor of Psionic Aftermath, and we are ready and waiting for our next player from BlackNight Gaming. It is going to be Aquaron, and they are going to choose a map here pretty soon, so we should jump on into that in quite not too much time. There we go. Let's see, we also have Backswitch in here. We have Snow, 1996 in here. Snow, thank you so much for tuning on in. Generally, I like to see a... Can I see like a viewer list? I can see chat users, which isn't the whole viewer list, but it's better than shouting at nobody at all. This is something I used to do. I like to, you know, give a quick shout out to everyone watching. I think it's nice, whatever. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Big shout out, Psionic Aftermath. Thank you to Pitfall, Snow 1996, Backswitch, Sushi, Miguel, me of course, and Psionic Aftermath, the streamer and / entity. So thank you all for tuning on in. Whew. But yeah, looks like, oh, it's getting kind of hot in here. Gotta turn the AC back on. Guys, gotta check out my AC micro sometimes. It's absolutely out of this world. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit too hot, or when I think I'm starting to feel too hot, or like I think I will maybe start to feel too hot, I turn the AC on. And then when I feel like I might be getting a little too chilly, then I turn the AC off. I mean, I have a remote for it and everything. That's the remote. Oh my gosh, you guys, best AC micro NA. Because I kind of have to. Because, truth be told, guys, it's a pretty strong, it's pretty beefy AC, you know? It doesn't mess around. Like 20 minutes and the whole attic is kind of chilly. So, you gotta really respect it, you know? You gotta respect it. It's like, play a game of StarCraft, fix the AC. Play a game of StarCraft, fix the AC. Play a game of StarCraft, fix the AC. Oh, really gives you a good workout. Alright. It should be starting up here pretty soon. 16 total viewers watching the stream so far, which is pretty nice. Thank you all for tuning on in. And it looks as though we are ready to start the next game here. And it's going to be on Fracture. Ooh, I like Fracture. I think Fracture is like my favorite map of the map pool so far. Because, guys, disagree with me if I'm wrong. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but or if you feel differently, but this is like the most Heart of the Swarm map I have ever seen in Legacy of the Void. I mean, I know that's a bold claim, and it is actually a pretty bold claim. Maybe it's the most Heart of the Swarm map in the current map pool, I think, or in last map pool too. I mean, I don't really know what makes me say that. It just feels very, very Heart of the Swarmy. I mean, right? Am I crazy? Am I being the crazy one here? Am I the one just like saying random shit? I don't think so, right? Hang on. Fracture. Miss McGrath would be proud. Alright. Map info. Okay. So here it is. A little bigger view of it. It does look super Heart of the Swarm, right? Because there's like chokes everywhere. Literally like chokes literally freaking everywhere. Even going up to the third. It's a small map. There's like a lot of open space that does nothing. Like these little, hang on, like these little spots right here. Like God knows why those exist, but they're there. It just feels Heart of the Swarmy. I don't know. I don't know. I started playing like 2014-ish, I think. 2014-ish. So yeah, I remember when I was because I played Heart of the Swarm for like a year, and this is just like feels Heart of the Swarm. I don't know. I'm not gonna say this. I'm not just trying to say this feels Heart of the Swarm for like 10 minutes to like stall time and wait for the next game to start. That's not what I'm doing. But it just feels Heart of the Swarm, right? It just kind of feels Heart of the Swarm. Okay, maybe I am stalling because I ran out of things to say. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and see Aquaron's profile. Cause why not? Oh my Jesus, really? Dude's rank 65 GM. Guys, that is brutally good. Oh my god. Like that is good. Jesus. He's a Terran? Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see that he was a Terran, but I saw a rank 65 GM, and I'm like, oh, guy's totally a Terran. Alright, let me just quickly say I'm ready whenever, but they don't even ask, so why do I even care? Oh, yeah, 6,073 MMR. That is rockin', my dude. Absolutely rockin'. Oh my god. Wait, I want to see more. Huh, I guess not. Alright, well, this is gonna be, like I said, on Fractured. It's gonna be a good old-fashioned TVZ. Which I'm not sure how it plays out on Fracture. I think Zergs are alright with Fracture. They don't love it. I think, yeah, it's alright. I mean, there's chokes everywhere, but it's alright, I guess. Just because of how close your bases are to each other. Drop play isn't really going to be super, super annoying to deal with. So maybe we'll see some Roach Ravager here. Good. That's a bit of a throwback. But anyways, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom right hand position of Fracture. Representing our green term player, it is Hino. Shit. It is Aquaron. Playing for BlackNight Gaming. And his opponent spawning in the top left hand position of Fracture. Representing the red Zerg player. Playing for Psionic Aftermath and up 1-0, it is Hino. Alright. You know, I used to have it up like this. I used to have this up over here when I used to cast, but then some guy pointed out to me that, you know, hey, Swagar, that why have this if there's this? And then I'm like, well, it looks cool, right? And they were like, no. And then I was like, ah, okay, I'll just get rid of it. I missed that. Alright, it's gonna be a pool first coming up for Hino. Now, this can be to defend against two racks. You know, that is something you can do that for, but I'm pretty sure Hino's overlord paths don't really scout, you know, really many 2-racks potential spots. So I guess he just wants to go ahead and, yeah, make 6 links, run to the opposite side of the map, try to get a cancel on that CC. Now, Aquaron, he kind of scouted it. If he looked at the timing of this hatchery, he should know that that's a little bit late if you saw how much health it had, how far along this progress bar was. I mean, it takes a really good player to be able to, you know, know that. Not a good player, but it takes a certain amount of knowledge, right? So, let's see if Aquaron picks up on it, and is it going to send the Reaper across the map? No, he is not. Ooh, what a smart cookie. Just out of range of that Overlord, too. And isn't that just unfortunate? I think walk around Psionic to sniff this out, and yeah, gonna be pretty much a little bit of a rough opening here for Hino. Losing 6 lings across the map is pretty brutal. I mean, he's gonna get an SCV, that's fine. But yeah, this is like equivalent to losing, like, I don't know, you make 2 lings anyways, I guess, so this is like losing 2 drones to the Reaper. But then again, he got an SCV, so it's only like losing 1 drone to the Reaper. And he's also kind of denying scouting, and ooh, just got the reactor on that Ferrex. Knows it's not going to be a 2-on-1. Probably going to be seeing some Hellion pressure come out for Aquaron. So all in all, actually, considering the scouting and the SCV he got, and keeping the Reaper back at home, I guess this wasn't too bad of an opening for Hino after all. Especially if you know that there's going to be Hellions on the way. Curious to see how he's going to go and deal with that. Fracture, notoriously... Is the music too loud? I feel like the music's too loud. Go ahead and let me know, and in 2 minutes I'll either fix it or not fix it. We'll see. But yeah, I think the music is a little loud. Just go and let me know if you think otherwise. Oh, okay. Okay, you know. Alright. But yeah, Fracture is pretty much the easiest map to defend, or rather to wall off, because literally like 2 buildings, one right here and one right here, and then you stick like a queen or a zealot or whatever, and you're completely walled off. So I actually would love to see that coming out for Hino. Hino also has not flown in any Overlords so far. He knows there's not going to be too many Marines, as he did scout the factory switching on over to the reactor, so I would like to see a scout on in here pretty soon. And here we go, follow-up scout for Hino. Just see the Hellions at the front, just confirming his suspensions. You know, there's not going to be Widowmine drops or Cyclones, anything weird like that. And, ooh, great Overlord scout over here is going to see the tech lab on that starport rolling away. Gonna lose an Overlord, but who cares? Who cares? You know what's coming. There's gonna be spores immediately going down in each mineral line. 33 to 29 total workers. A little bit of a lot of lings coming out here for our friend Hino, but I guess it is gonna be 8 Hellions or so. And there is an armory on the way, so even Hellbats gonna be a little bit of a problem. Did he scout that? No, no, armory's over there. Swagger, come on. Come on. Keep it together, man. Creep spread, not looking horrible, not looking too horrible at all. And yeah, he's just continuing to make a lot of lings. A lot of lings. Drones are starting up just now, though. And, ooh, actually, is it going to catch these Hellions? Oh, I don't know. There's a fine line between catching Hellions and running into Hellions. And, yeah, these couple of things over here run into Hellions, but actually find their way into the natural base. Good catch here from Hino. Becoming progressively less great as he doesn't really figure out what he wants to do. Ooh, just ends up losing a couple of lings, but it does buy him time. Across the map, more lings are on the way. I would love to see, instead of queens, or instead of lings, just maybe more queens, actually. I think, like, especially if there's going to be Hellbats, it's going to be a queen-heavy defense, because lings, they just don't, they are not good at all, you guys, against Hellbats. There's no meta back here over here, though, so that should be a little bit of a saving grace. 32 to 36 armor supply, a little bit of a bad sign for our Terran player, but let's see, or Zerg player, but let's see how this turns on out. There is no meta back, keep in mind, but this hatchery is almost going down already. It's at half health. He's gonna go and go the wraparound. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Oh no! Oh no, that was bad. Oh, that was so bad. And the Roach one's finished up, but he's opting to make lings instead. I guess he just wants stuff out right this second, but I'm not sure if it's the right choice. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the wrong choice. As you can see, all of them just evaporating. But again, it's hard to tell, guys. It's hard to tell. Aquaron also forcing out so many units, killing so many lings. This is just... Even though there's no direct drone damage going down, there's been a lot of indirect damage. 78 lings killed by the 6-minute mark. Not a number you want to see, as well as 4 drones and 5 queens, all for the low price of 2 Hellbats. And a Reaper, which I guess doesn't count. I mean, that is brutal. And you can see it taking its effect on Hino too. 35 to 46 total workers. 30C morphing on in for Aquaron. And it is going to be Mech coming out from Aquaron. A little bit exciting. Mech doesn't really do it for me anymore. You know, I used to be super excited by Mech whenever I used to see it. Like, we're talking Heart of the Swarm era, early Legacy of the Void. I was like, oh my god, Mech! Ah! I get all giddy, but now it's just like, oh, okay, he's going to Mech. That's kind of cool. It's kind of different, you know? I appreciate that. Holy shit, this is not good. Oh my god. But yeah, but now it's a little more calm. And now, Sky Terran. Woo! Ooh, yeah, that rustles my streamies, boys. Yeah, but anyways, no wall at the natural. Hino just says well played. He knows it's over. Yeah, I don't blame him for that one either. And it looks as though Aquaron is gonna go at. What did I do? He's gonna go ahead and bring it back 1-1 in this best of 7. Aquaron seems like a hard guy to buzz through. I mean, 6k MMR, you know, top 60, or rather top 60. Is it 65? He's 65, right? Rank 65 GM? Yeah. So top 70 GM, geez, 16,000 total career games. I mean, that's impressive, but is it... Actually, I wonder how many... Oh, what'd I do? What did I do? Oh, shit. I wonder how many I have. Total career game 6. No, I swear that's not it. Hang on. Wait, it's not 6. It's not 6. Just on the EU server it's 6. Because I used to play on... I guess I played a couple games on EU accidentally. I think I have somewhere like 9,000? I don't know. I do not know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, lots of lings. That really hurt to see, guys. No Banes at all. No Roaches out. I mean... Yeah, that was a little brutal. Alright. Actually, I'm a little concerned for Psyx. I don't know if we have any top 70 GM players in our clan, actually. And on top of that, dude gets a... or rather, BlackNight gets a revive, so they can bring this guy back if he ever gets destroyed. So, not looking forward to that one, but it should be an interesting series nonetheless. Alright, some people are saying it's a little too loud, some people are saying it's fine, so we're just gonna go ahead and compromise and turn it down just a smidgen, just a smidgy-widgy over here. So there we go, music, we're gonna turn that down to 28, so it's down 5%, which is actually down 1/6 of what it used to be. Not down 2/1/6, down 1/6. There we go. Let's go ahead and wait for everyone to go ahead and start the next on map. While we're waiting, I don't know. I'm a little tired, you guys. I don't know. I didn't get much sleep like this whole week, and I'm just gonna reclaim this chair for like 10 seconds. I'm gonna take like the quickest nap in the history of naps. But I promise I'm still here. Don't blow up chat. I'll see y'all in a sec. Oh my goodness. And we're back! See, told you it's gonna be... Oh, did not like the sound of that clank. Alright, and we're back! I told you it was gonna be the quickest nap in the history of all naps. You know, fun fact, I hear they say that you're supposed to not nap for like super long. I think it's like... Let me look this up real quick. 21 minutes? Nap... Optimal nap time NASA. Because I know NASA did something about this. Alright. According to NASA, for peak performance and alertness, the best nap time is actually 26 minutes. You hear that, guys? 26 minutes. And apparently that's so you don't... It's short enough so that you get to like recharge your juices. You know, you get to fill back up on those essential energy juices, but not too long so that you actually enter REM sleep and the sleep cycle and all that nuttiness. So 26 minutes a day helps keep the tiredness away. You would think that the 9 hours I got last night would have been enough, but apparently not. Alright. Are we ready for the next player yet? Nope. We're just kind of lollygagging about, mucking this way, mucking that way. Oh boy. Okay. Let us see if we are ready to start the next game yet. I know I literally just checked, but... Oh! Psionic Aftermath says... Oh, Sushi says, dude. I say yes. I'm assuming he's referencing something I did 2 minutes ago and doesn't like what I did. Was it the nap? Oh, I was just play napping, Sushi. Light and Star Killer are top 50 GMs. Ah! Okay. Alright. So, apparently, I have just been corrected out the wazoo. 2 minutes ago around, I said that Sonic Aftermath, I don't know / I don't think we have any top 60 GMs. Which I am super wrong about because I forgot about our semi-pro player who is in WCS Circuits, Guitar Cheese, and we also have Donray Gouling, whose name should ring a bell, and also Light and Starkiller. All of those are top 50 GMs, so, you know, super apologies for that. You guys are great. I'm not trying to, you know, covertly diss y'all. No problem. I'm just sleep deprived. See, I have the perfect alibi. Oh, I was tired. You see, it couldn't have been me saying all that shit. I was taking a nap. You can ask all 20 viewers on the stream. But yeah, we do have some amazing players here at Sonic Aftermath. I do stand corrected. I am sorry. We have some rocking guys over here. And now, ooh, PVT. Time to shine. All right. What is shine? Because it's light. Got it? Haha. Okay, so now I get to talk about something that I actually have some knowledge about. So, Protoss versus Terran. What is the meta right now? Well, it's pretty not well defined actually. Stargate is still pretty. Let's go and introduce our players first. Actually, spawning in the top right hand position of Lost and Found, representing our green Terran player. It is Aquaron. Playing for BlackNight Gaming with the bulbous with the bulb StarCraft 2 Terran skin. That's just what it reminds me of. It's like all bulbousy and bubbly, like someone like took a bike pump to every unit and just kind of dig dug them, you know? Dig. Is dig dug? Can I use dig dug as a verb? Whatever. It's my stream. I'm not dig dug as a verb. All right. And his opponent, spawning in the bottom left-hand position of Lost and Found, representing Psionic Aftermath, the Blue Protoss player, it is Light. Alrighty then, let's get rocking and rolling. So, right off the bat, what do I notice about Light? He's not really walling off this area in his middle line over here, which kind of leads me to think that maybe he wants to wall off over here. Or maybe actually go Cyber before Nexus. And I know you're asking me, how did you get all of that just from where this gateway is positioned? Well, I'll tell you two things. First off, he's not going Cyber before Nexus, otherwise his pro would be doing like literally, this would be like bad. You wouldn't be doing that. And secondly, you generally want to wall off against the Reaper, by all means possible. If you can do it, there's no reason you shouldn't do it. I mean, it's just honestly a pretty good thing to do, if I'm being completely honest here. You get to, you know, trap it, you get to catch it, because Protoss units, I know most people don't like to think of, most people don't really think of it like this, but our units are the clunkiest, I would say. Our units are super duper clunktacular. Like, they don't really, like by themselves, if you take like 1 cup of Protoss units and you put it up against 1 cup of literally any other units in StarCraft, our units would lose like 90% of the time, honestly. Our units are clunky. They have to really rely on this, like really rely on the synergy they have between each other to actually do anything. And of course their, you know, spells that they can cast and stuff like that. So, you know, any little extra edge you can get to make your life easier is honestly balls to the wall, bombtacular. Alright. So it is going to be a Twilight Council coming out for our friend Light. This can mean DTs, especially since it's back here in the middle line. But, well, you really can't tell unless you, yeah, you honestly really can't tell unless you see what happens when that Twilight finishes. There's so many tech paths that, you know, Protoss can choose for early game. I do love it. So like I said, Stargate is pretty much the norm-ish in PvT right now, but it's definitely not the end-all and be-all. You can play Twilight super easily. This Stalker kind of suggested me Blink a little bit. He's saving up for 150 gas. Let's see. Yep, and it's going to be Blink. Well, an Adept out. Just go ahead and scout on about, which I do like. And it looks like though we are going to be seeing a Hellion build coming out for our Terran player. Hellion builds, if you haven't known, are pretty much Maru's favorite thing to do against Protoss, like always. And they super duper suck to play against. Oh my god, they're like the worst, you guys. Elevating Hellions into the main is so devastating. So devastating if you don't know about it. But if you do know about it, then it's actually pretty easy. You just kind of get a, yep, exactly that. You get a shield battery in each mineral line. You keep some stalkers by the peripherals. Make sure your gateways aren't late, and if you can, get some sort of wall up going down on the natural. That is also pretty great. It actually is not going to be a medevac, so it looks as though the Hellions are just going to go ahead and poke up at the front, which I think is fine, you know. 3 Hellions can still one-shot a worker, but they did already get scouted. And, you know, they're not really going to do as much damage otherwise, so you're just going to go ahead and poke them forward. The shield battery should be plenty enough to shoo away these Hellions, as well as a couple of Stalkers. Liberator and some tanks on the way, so it looks as though we are going to be having a good old-fashioned tank push off of 2 bases for Aquaron, if I'm not mistaken. There goes the extra barracks. Yep, I've faced against this so many times. I've battled against this so many times. What Light really needs to do is ignore upgrades for just a little while, try to get that charge out before this hits, get like an Immortal or 2, and really boost up to those 8 gateways. But you have to make sure you gotta get the 3rd base down. You gotta get the 3rd base down. And yeah, so pretty much that is doing exactly what you need to do. It's getting some Stalkers. As soon as Blink finishes up, I would say right around now that it's finishing up, you should probably be pushing across the map. But these Hellions, I think Light is a little bit scared and a little bit hesitant. Yeah, you can see he's kind of lining them up. Yeah, exactly. He knows that there are Hellions out. He does not want to take massive probe losses back at home. Alright, so we should be seeing in around a minute and a half or so, should be seeing Light start to get up his extra gateways here, which we will have to see. And actually, ooh, going up to 5 racks. If I'm not mistaken, this pretty much means this moves it from 2 base dedicated pressure to 2 base all-in-ish. I don't say, you know, Terrans, I would argue they don't really have any true all-ins, considering how, not forgiving, but how flexible they are as a race. But this is pretty all-in. I mean, if you pose like the boys, no one's going to be surprised. So has to be really Light has to be super careful how he handles this, and it looks as though he is going to be going for Colossus tech. He's going for charge, and that doesn't. I mean, I guess this can still be disruptors, but I don't like it. Okay. So 3 siege tanks, both disruptors and Colossus, I would argue, are pretty not great against tanks. You can get a Warp Prism out and slow this push down considerably if you're just kind of messing around with the Warp Prism and a Disruptor, but just, you know, when you're fighting this, you know, Colossi are going to be a little bit not as useful as some other options. Like, some good alternatives would be, like, ideally the best thing Light can do here is get him, is drop down, you know, Templar Archives? Yeah, the Templar Archives, get some, you know, not necessarily Storm, get some Charge Drops, get some Archons, because that is really what is going to bring the pressure to Aquaron in the siege tank push. And it looks as though it is going to be Disruptors, which isn't bad at all. Honestly, the more he can delay this push from Aquaron by just kind of doing annoying picks here and there, the better for Light. And this is exactly what he needs to be doing. Stopping at 60 workers, I think that's absolutely 100% mature, exactly what you need to do. And yeah, just adding on extra gateways here and there. Liberator actually getting a couple of kills. Not bad. He's adding his double forge, which, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's fine, but I would rather that be extra gateways at this point. I mean, geez, you see the siege tanks, you see the lack of 3rd base. I think Light pretty much knows that this is going to be pretty painful to deal against. So yeah, I would absolutely love to see Temple Archives. And actually, going up to 10 gates now. Oh my god, alright. Gate Explosion is coming on out. Still only 3 gases, which is a little concerning. I guess he wants to go for the mass charge shot way of dealing with things. And ooh, actually gonna go in and catch a couple of these medevacs out in the open. Gets one, almost next a second if he had one more Stalker. Fire on that. That would have been fantastic. But yeah, Light just trying to find damage wherever he can. He knows that Light or Aquaron isn't coming from this direction, so it's gonna go ahead and. Ooh, he actually doesn't know. He's trying to hold this top ramp over here. He thinks Light is coming, or Aquaron is coming from a place where he's not. This is so out of position. Oh no, this is also a very popular spot. Light, you gotta find it. You gotta figure this out. And now he is so supply block too. As soon as his gateway is finished too. Oh no, what a bad thing. And actually, 2 flanking disruptors. Not really what you want to be seeing. Oh my god, Light. Oh, that is bad. Oh, and he whiffs the disruptor shot too. 61 to 88 total army supply. And all these gateways are on the low ground, powered by, or rather, are really close to the low ground, powered by pylons that Light can easily take on out. Good disruptor shot there, though. Light has to buy time however he can. This is looking pretty disgusting, especially losing the disruptors. You really can't be doing that. The disruptors are what's going to delay the push, honestly. Well, whoa. Let's not do that. Ooh, actually, good shit over there. Damaging a lot of the Marines, really just draining the energy on these medevacs. But now, Light has lost his concave. This is going to be pretty rough. I do like the adepts as a response to this. They are absolutely my favorite. They are so good at just soaking off initial damage. An unsiege here from Aquaron. Oh, that may have been the time to push on in. That may have been the time. I don't know. Now he just kind of is losing his units. Gonna go ahead. Another disruptor shot. Does alright. 2 disruptor shots. Take out a tank. This is good control from Light here so far. But Aquaron is not stopping. He's gonna keep on pushing forward. And the Stalker is starting to get picked off a little bit. You can't hold position forever. Is he going to push on in, or is he just going to keep on bleeding units? I don't know. Which is how he thinks now is the time. He's going to close his jaws, jump on forward. 1 tank goes down, 2 tanks down. Charge outs all on top of the Marines. A fantastic engagement, but the Disruptor's just jerking around in the back. Oh, that was so good, but he just needed other Disruptors to join the fight, but it wasn't so bad so far. He still has his Disruptors up and running. And he is going to try and push us back again, now doubling the army supply. I don't know, Light. I just don't know. The splits are good against the Disruptors, and now the third base completely unexposed. Third base from Aquaron going on down as well. He is going to go ahead and take out the siege tanks, some of the reinforcements too, but this base is going to go down. Needs to recall these workers ASAP, unless Light or Aquaron ignores it. And actually, Aquaron is running away. Ooh, this is bad. That is not the right thing to do here. I guess he didn't want to force the issue. He's like, I'm a base ahead. I have the, army advantage. I have the base advantage. Why not? But I feel like, though, that just gives Light another chance to get back in this game. Light's going to move across the map, though, but if you think Tank Liberator is good offensively, boy, wait till you see it on defense. It is going to be a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Still making siege tanks is Aquaron. I think that's the right choice. I think generally you don't do that most of the time, but I think in this case, knowing that Light's going to be pushing out across the map, I think this is correct. Absolutely 100%. Also, a drop sneaking its way over to the third base too. That can be absolutely disastrous. Does get a siege tank. Good pick there from the Disruptor. Light's just kind of poking on here ever so steadily. No Disruptor shots over here, so that's going to force them, or rather prompt the Fire to stem on forward. 1 Disruptor shot going to go ahead and whiff again. And, ooh, actually a flanking Disruptor shot gets a nice group of Marines there. Meanwhile, Warp Prism going to the main base. A drop coming down over here, and a defensive warping back on home. Good catch by Light. If he would have warped on the other side of the map, that would have been disastrous, losing this third base. But it is not going to be the case. 2 more medevacs full of units actually going to go and push on into the main to defend this pressure. Disruptor's going to push on out here. Get a tank damage, another. And still no Disruptor's lost. Ooh, he knows that's slow. Just bring like 2 Stalkers over, man. Honestly. Alright, he is just playing patiently though. Does end up losing a couple of Disruptors over here. 3 lost this game in total, but that's nothing to complain about. Did he lose the Warp Prism? Yeah, he totally lost the Warp Prism. And Aquaron pulling a Maru. Gonna go and jump off. Oh. Not okay. I think he was thinking he wanted to jump on top of the Disruptors and then realized when he trickled down units 1 by 1 from medevacs onto Stalkers and Zealots, maybe you need to rethink what you're doing. But yeah, just a scary, scary tech force coming out from Aquaron. Siege tanks, Liberators, oh my, this is all so scary. And yeah, he's just continuing that siege tank production. This siege tank Liberator style is one that I don't really encounter it on ladder all that often, but when you do see it, guys, it is brutal. The tech from that is just not what I want to be seeing. And oh, good shots there from Light. But meanwhile, good counter assets going down to the opposite side of the map. A recall does go down, but he's just gonna go ahead and boost on into the main, and there's nothing here but Light. Actually, Aquaron thinks against it. I can't help but feel that was a little too scary cattish. That's a little too skittish for my liking, but it's fine. It's whatever. 6 Stalkers in the main should be more than enough to deflect those medevacs from ever coming in there ever again. Aquaron now moving 3 medevacs over to the left side of the map. Honestly, I don't know why Terrans don't do this more often. Whenever you have to deal with a Terran that just drops everywhere, like large amounts of units everywhere, it is the worst thing ever. Like, ever. The siege tanks and Liberators can hold back at home with just a little bit of bio underneath. No problem. Meanwhile, the big balls bar that he has are going to be doing massive damage all the way across the map. I actually think that this may end up in a base race. You can't defend your third base with this. Hell, 1 whole Warpin won't be enough to take care of that, and he has no Warpins back at home. But yeah, Alida just moving on all the way across the map. He realizes this, and now here's some part of the problems. The charge lots, he couldn't get the Disruptor shots off for fear of blowing up his charge lots, and now Yeah, the Marines just doing so much damage on the opposite side of the map. The Stalker's not really quite catching it in time. Light can't be everywhere at once. His micro is suffering. He's losing so many Stalkers on this front. Oh my god, Light, what are you doing? Use it just... Oh, he's bringing those Disruptors back up to defend these Stalkers, but there's so much going on everywhere. I mean, Light is scrambling. Fortunately, he does end up pushing that back, somehow miraculously ends up not dying there. And when all is said and done, 64 to 33 workers, 92 to 81 army supply. Light, you magnificent bastard, you're holding on, aren't you? Light is looking for it, and oh,
there are no minerals left to mine from that field.
Oh wow, Lorek. Yeah, he barely saw those medevacs, but they do escape. Whew. Big breaths here. Guys, I think this was a miscalculation from Aquaron. Just moving out with you know, maybe 1 or 2 medevacs too many, getting busted down back at home. He took so many losses, lost so many SCVs, and Light barely lost everything. That was some excellent crisis management. Now, still on not that many gases, he's just now taking some extras, which as Protoss, I guess if you're going, you know, Blink Stalker, Charge Lock Disruptor, you don't really need, you know, a huge amount of gas, but still, you eventually want to get off this comp. You eventually want to go Storm, you want to add in Storm, you want to add in Colossus, you want to get Tempest, actually, eventually, even if you know that you're going to be facing off against a lot of Liberators. I mean, obviously, he's not going to get Tempest right now, but like, ooh, actually, is he going to blow up this bio? He totally is! Ooh, actually, no, never mind, he's not. But he is going to do it with the Disruptor Balls. Good shots coming out so far, not really, there we go. Whenever an engagement is happening with Blink Stalker Disruptor, you need to be constantly figuring out those balls, make your opponent stem away, make him micro back, make it so that his bio isn't attacking for as much as he can. Good zoning with his Disruptors too. I mean, this is just amazing. That +3 armor for the Zealots really putting in work against this bio. That's only on 2-2 so far. Splitting up a couple of Zealots to go on into this natural base. Absolutely love it. And Aquaron is taking strong control of this game, just really in a commanding position. 4 bases now for Light. Should probably fix the saturation a little bit, but still doing amazing. He can max out if he wants to, and he's gonna almost double the army, well, double the supply anyways. Oh, Aquaron, if he decides to do so, just decide to push on forward, taking out tanks here and there. I mean, Aquaron can't go on like this. He can't keep on losing tanks, losing Liberators. He just can't keep doing it, and there we go. Suction and Blink forward, sacrifice maybe 1. He doesn't lose anything actually at all. It's very low Stalkers, but loses nothing, gets that Liberator. Now, a big drop on the opposite side of the map is going to put in work. These charge rods probably enough to clean it on up, especially with the upgrade advantage. 11 workers still left in this need that, but still good defense. Aquaron says it's too much. GG is called. And Light with some commanding PBT there. Jesus, that was a beautiful game. Big props to Light. That takes a very special kind of player to come back from a position like that. I mean, he got so much damage put on him from that 2-base push, but he just defended everything. Aquaron, I'm not gonna lie, he did make some of his own mistakes, but honestly, this is a game that Aquaron took back from Light. This was a game rather that Light just stole back from Aquaron, putting so much counter pressure back on with that Blink Stalker Disruptor style. Don't know why we don't see that more often. I absolutely adore it, and Light brings us up 2-1 in this best of 7. And I could not be happier. That was an amazing game. Look at this. Alright. Do I have to? Yeah, I'm just gonna get some water. Oh, actually. Yeah, just water. No, I'm good. Now for some good old-fashioned AC micro. Gonna go ahead and turn that bad boy off. Alright. Oh, my poor throat. I forget that when you cast, your throat gets like messed up for like the next day. For me at least anyways. Who would have thought that 2 hours of constant talking, occasional screaming, can be not so great for those little vocal flaps in your throat. But I don't regret doing it. I remember one time though, longest time I ever casted is with Psionic Aftermath. When I think it was like just like a week or so after I don't know actually when this happened, but I know I was pretty new to Psionic Aftermath. I was still that wide-eyed little caster, like, oh, please give me a game, please give me a game, I'll do anything, just let me cast. So basically, Jay-Z Jedi Zealot, I think he was. I think it was Jedi Zealot who asked me. They were like, hey, we have this big-ass best of 9 coming up. Can you cast that? And of course I'm like, oh, yes I can. Please let me do this, Jedi Zealot. So we cast the best of 9. It goes all the way up to the 9th game. It was like an hour and a half, right? It was a long series. But I had a lot of fun. It was great. Everyone had a good time. And we were like, I was like, okay, I guess I'll see you guys later. But then Jay-Z messaged me before I had the chance to stop the stream, and he was like, hey, actually, we have another best of 9. Coincidentally, right around the same time that this best of 9 finished up. Can you cast that one? I was less enthusiastic this time, because I really put in a lot to the first cast. I was like yelling, I was like, raw, disruptors, blah, you know, whatever. But I was like, yeah, sure, totally, no problem. If you guys need me to, I can do it, no problem. So, load up another best of 9, another clan war goes down, and again, it goes to the 9th game. And again, it's a long series, another hour and a half or so of me just constantly talking. And again, everyone has a lot of fun. You know, it's a good series. It's a community StarCraft game. We're sitting around, we're talking, we're messing around, we're watching some games, we're just kind of, you know, relaxing, right? And then, as soon as I'm about to sign off for the next round, Jay-Z says, hey, Swagar, guess what, boy? And I'm like, no. And he said, boy, louder. And I got scared, so I was like, no, Jay-Z, please. And then he was like, boy. And I was like, what is it? And he said, we have another best of 9, actually, right after this one. Coincidentally, it's another clan war. Can you cast it? That day, I did not have hot chocolate or tea or water. That day, I thought I was still relatively new to casting. I didn't know how to keep these things around me. And that day, folks, that best of 9 went to the 9th game again. Everyone had a lot of fun. Some good games were played. But it took another hour and a half of just pure, non-stop shoutcasting. And guys, let me tell you, that was probably the roughest rough I've ever roughed in my entire life. Oh my gosh, it was like, I think it was like 4.5 to 5 hours by the time it was all done. And at that point, I was just like, guys, that's it for me. I'm going away. See you all next time. And of course, me being stupid, I even waited around to see if Jay-Z said, do we have another best of 9? And he was like, no, dude, you're fine. Just go and go get some rest. So I do. I log off. For my big day of casting, you know, my big, you know, whoa, look at this kid. And the next morning I wake up and it's just so hard to talk. It was just like my throat hurt so badly. I had to like whisper everything. And I'm pretty sure like they were like, hey, can you cast something today? And I was like, guys, my throat is exploded. It's like someone shoved a grenade up my anus and traveled all the way to my throat, and then it exploded. Give me a little bit of a break. So like, alright, take your break, and I did, and it still hurt a lot. But I was back and running within a couple of days. But geez, I am not gonna let Sonic Aftermath ever live that down. That was the worst, man. That was the worst. I mean, I love doing it. Don't get me wrong, but that was the worst. No water, too. I can't believe what I was thinking. Why wouldn't I bring water? I don't know why I wouldn't bring water. I mean, even if it's just for like an hour and a half, I always brought water with me whenever I went. But for some reason, I was like, nah, I don't need water. I'll just keep going. Man, I was stupid back then. Not to say I'm not stupid now. I was stupid in different ways back then. Oh boy. Okay, so now we're just kind of chilling, waiting for the next game to go ahead and get started. There is kind of a down period between these games sometimes, which I don't mind. No, these things happen. But yeah, it's whatever. Oh, go to NA. Oh shit, we have to go to NA? Oh no, I'm stupid. Oh, okay. Okay, oh my god. Here I was like, guys, what are you guys waiting around for? But it turns out everyone was just in the NA server, so. Oh my god, I'm the worst. Okay. Alright, I'm trash. Ta-da! Oh, now I can see how many career games I've had. Alright, and I've had 7,653. So not quite the 16,000 that Akbaran had. I hope Oh, actually, yeah, I am below, I haven't been playing too much. My memory is kind of low. This is because I tried to forgate some Zergs, and literally both times I did it, the Overlord just went in the weirdest, most shittiest, like, why would you go their path in the game? Like, not even, it was, like, no, I'll show you one. Okay, I'll give you an example. Not even like they were going by that way and they saw it. It was like, let's say I was on, Parasite, right? So I was proxying right over here, right? I was proxygating right over here. Overlord comes over here, and it goes to here, and it just stops. It stops moving. It just stops. It just doesn't do anything else. It just stops there. And then barely at the corner of its vision, as I put down my third proxy gate, the Overlord sees it, scouts it, and then obviously I get dicked on. And my thought process was like, who the hell just puts an Overlord by their like third or fourth base and just kind of sits it there and doesn't move it at all? I mean, it's not even it wasn't even scouting for proxies. It just kind of sat there. I mean, I don't know. That kind of got to me. And yep, rip MMR. But anyways, enough of my biznatchin'. Let's go ahead and get on into this game. Spawning in the top right-hand position of Blue Shift, representing our dark blue, violet. Our violet Zerg player. It is Starmaster, playing for BlackNight Gaming. Don't we have a star? We have a star killer on our team, I'm pretty sure. Who, yeah. So we're better. we literally kill that person. All right, no. And then spawning as an opponent on the left-hand side of Blue Chef, representing the red Protoss player. It is Psionic Aftermath's very own Light. Obviously saw him dominate that last game. Very strong Protoss player indeed. Any person would hate to run into this guy on ladder. And let's see what's good in the hood. Actually, 2 guesses going down against that Zerg player. So, a couple of things to notice so far already. This looks like a PvP opening, actually, but the reason why this looks so weird is, first off, he's not winding off the low ground, which you pretty much have almost always have done since Heart of the Swarm. Yeah, I think in Heart of the Swarm, sometimes, even then, sometimes you wouldn't wall off the low ground, and that was considered too safe. Like, oh, walling off the high ground, are you scared? But, yeah, I don't know, but, yeah, it just kind of strikes me as a little odd, you know? And then secondly, he's going for 2 gases off of 1 base, which either means proxy Stargate? Because this definitely isn't just a regular 2-gate build. If it was a regular 2-gate build, you know, you would kind of only get 1 gas, you fill it up to 2, and then, you know, you get your expansion and everything. I can understand putting 2 gates on the high ground if you want your opponent to scout it less, you know, not scout it as quickly, but then again, if your opponent doesn't see anything on the low ground, they're going to be equally as scared and concerned. So 2 adapts to get started up right away. There is a proxy probe here. I have here for light. I have no idea. This is actually where I legitimately have 0 idea what's going on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Twilight Council. Gotcha. 2 guesses. I guess first guess is 4-gate Glaive Adepts. Second guess is 4-gate Dark Templar Rush. Did it see that? No. Ooh, didn't see that. I actually have no idea, but whatever the case, Starmaster knows there's some dickery going afoot, so he's gonna stop all drone production probably after these 2 drones right over here. Throws down the Roach Warren, gets a spine in his main, because I guess, yeah, why wouldn't you get a spine in your main? I mean, don't finish that. Light, no! Light, no! I don't think he saw the spine then. I guess he just wants to trade against Lings? Which isn't bad, actually. Actually, not too bad as long as both adepts get out, and he does. Ooh, actually, not too bad. I should have learned by now never to doubt Light. Light is just like such a good Protoss. He is solid. He is rock solid cinder block man of a Protoss. And here we go. 3 gates. Actually, okay, so I was partial credit points. This is the freakiest shit, man. Alright, it is gonna be 1 base Glaved Adepts with a proxy Robo. Just the little sprinkle on top. Guys, if I didn't know anybody, I would say that the Spirit of Haas has somehow infiltrated Psionic Aftermath. And now these Lings, without any speed, they're just getting picked apart, man. Oh my goodness, speed should be done by now. This is a little bit bad for our friend Starmaster. especially considering all the damage Light is getting, taking off so many Lings. I mean, he is losing Adepts. Oh, maybe he's not losing Adepts. Oh, he's not losing Adepts. So it's gonna be Proxy Immortal with Glaives, and I guess that's good against everything that Zerg can get. But at this point, you just kind of think that Zerg is just gonna make a bunch of Ravagers, a bunch of Roaches, get a couple of Spines, and just kind of bonk you. But I don't know. I've never seen this before. This is literally a first for me. I've never seen anything like this ever before in my whole life. 4 years playing StarCraft. Still have no idea what the hell is going on. So let's go ahead and try and figure this out. It is gonna be 3 Adepts. Guys, I can guarantee you. I cannot guarantee you actually, but I'm like 90% positive that this is a Light special. I don't think he copied this from anyone. I think he made this all by himself. And I am so proud. We're gonna pin this build in the fridge. Kind of a little bit sloppy there, losing a lot of Adepts there. Ooh, actually, that Adept dies before we can reveal that I actually had Resonating Glaive, so that's actually pretty cool. I think that was kind of a bad trade for Light Master. Everything was going fine, but you know, I guess it's not the worst right now. Getting some more shield batteries over here because why not? Why not get shield batteries over here? I mean, honestly, just get shield batteries everywhere. I mean, this Zelnaga Tower, shield batteries. I'd like to see a Ling take that with the Zealot standing over it. I mean, God. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I wish I could cast this. I really do, but I just can't. Okay, 34 to 20 total armor supply. I think if Light hadn't lost those prior Adepts, he would be like absolutely just walking over Star Master at this point. But he's not. And you know, because he did lose his Adepts. So we're gonna have to see what is up. This actually, catching this overhead here is gonna be great. Probe trying to bait the Lings out, and it does end up doing on just that. Tries to go ahead and get a couple of force fields down. These Glaive Adepts are not taking kindly to these Lings at all. Absolutely just massacring them. Barely losing anything. I think all the Lings went down, and the worst that happened is that this Adept got left at 1 HP. Oh my god, this is just brutal. Immortals still being pumped on out. I think put these Immortals near the front just so they don't get kited. It's not like this army here has the DPS to take them down anyways. And yeah, I think now is the time where the Light can just kind of shove himself down the throat of Star Master. I mean, this is just not good. I mean, back at home, is he mining out yet? He's not mining out yet. He's still got a while to go, you guys. And meanwhile, these Glaive Adepts are just doing so much damage. Oh my god, Light is a madman. He's gonna go ahead and force himself into this corner. Not enough Curse about to really use this army. And now with the Guardian Shield going down, I think Star Master is just dead. I think he's just dead. Oh my god, he is so dead. Even if he had nothing else but 4 Immortals, he would be so dead, it's not even funny. Oh my god, Light, this is so cool. This is so cool. I have to copy this, I am sorry. I am totally copying this build. Oh my god, that's what teams do though, right? They give each other builds, they stick together. 4 Immortals, this is just brutal. How do you stop this? Oh my god. I don't even want to think about that, you guys. Files have already gone on down, which is the green light for Light to go ahead and shade on into the main. I think now is the time to go. There he goes. Adepts over here, fighting the Lings, fighting the drones, while the Immortals gonna fight the Ravagers. This is just too much. Starmaster taps out, GG is called, and Light, in the most spectacular showing of why I love Community StarCraft 2, takes out the second player from, or rather the third player from BlackNight Gaming. Oh my gosh, they get a revive though, so they get one more player to try and stop Light, and honestly, if you ask me guys, it ain't gonna happen. Light's an unstoppable bonking machine. I mean, yes, that was brutal, man, that was, God. Oh, I feel dirty just casting that. I didn't even say that. I feel disgusting, Light with the KK smiley face. Oh my god, Light, oh. I gotta... Oh my gosh. I may have to just like start showering in the afternoon now. I mean, this is disgusting. Oh my goodness, Light. Never change, Light. Never change. This was amazing. And now the best part is, since it's a 2-minute stream delay, I gotta go back to the stream. And I gotta watch it all over again. I gotta watch Light pushing on in, taking out the spine crawlers, killing all... I'm at the part where he's killing all of the Lings. all of the links, like when Starmaster moved out and lost nothing. He lost nothing. The force fields were lit. The adepts were lit. The mortals were lit. It was amazing, guys. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. I so much love this. Alright, Light. Okay, let's see who they choose to bring out against this unstoppable force of Light. I mean, I guess the best chance they have is Aquaron. Aquaron did seem pretty solid. He did seem to pretty actually abuse Light in the beginning of the... Oh, we have to go to the EU server again. Okay. But yeah, he did seem to actually give Light a pretty decent run for his money. So I'm pretty sure they're going to bring Aquaron back. I'm not sure though. Gonna have to wait and see. Ugh. Oh my god. I don't know if my heart can take any more of this, you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. We're gonna take a small break from casting. When we come back, though, we are gonna be ready to jump on into what could possibly be the final game in this best of 7 Psionic Aftermath versus BlackNight Gaming. Whew, and I'll see y'all in a bit. And we're back! And we're back. We're ready to jump on into the next game. It is going to be on Cerulean Falls, which I'm pretty sure is a Pokemon reference, right? I mean, I remember when I used to play, there was Cerulean Town, or just like Cerulean Village or something like that. I'm actually going to look that up right now. Cerulean. Oh, actually, Cerulean is actually a color? What? Did you guys know that? Cerulean is actually just a color. It's not a made-up name or anything. It's like saying magenta. Cerulean is a color term that may be applied to certain colors with the hue ranging roughly between blue and azure, overlapping with both. It also largely overlaps with azure and sky blue, although cerulean is dimmer. I'm gonna show you guys cerulean actually. Let's see, this is... Okay, so that's cerulean blue. Let me see. Hang on. Is this... No, that's not cerulean blue. Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys, I promise. Let me just add... what am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Am I stupid? Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, let's see. Display capture. There we go. There we go. Alright, you guys can see that, right? Alright. Cerulean blue. This is cerulean. It's actually a color. So, burn this into your mind. This is cerulean. This is cerulean. Alright, we got it. This is cerulean. We good? Everyone knows what that is? Alright, cool. So we're going to go ahead and delete this now. And let's see exactly what on Cerulean Fall is cerulean. Turns out nothing. Why is it called Cerulean Fall then? I think it's just a... I don't know. There's no cerulean on there. I guess these little patches are cerulean? Right? That's cerulean, I guess? Alright, I guess those patches are... I guess, okay, we'll count it as cerulean. We'll count it as cerulean. Alright, so I guess that's that then. Light says he is here. Looks like though we are pretty much almost ready to rock and roll. And oh my god, my stomach just did the loudest grumble I think I've ever heard it do in its whole life. Apparently, it can't sustain itself on just hot chocolate, a little bit of water, and StarCraft hype. Who would have guessed? Light says he's ready. Let's hope Aquaman says he's ready soon so we can really quickly jump on into this game. And it looks as though he is. Alright. Light vs. Aquaron, the rematch on Cerulean Fall. Game number 6. Cannot wait. Alright, let's just jump right on into it. Spawning the top right hand position of Cerulean Fall. Representing the green Terran player. Give it up for Aquaron. Playing for BlackNight Gaming and currently the last hope for BlackNight to win the tournament. And his opponent spawning in the bottom left hand position of Cerulean Fall. The Madman. Representing Psionic Aftermath, the Red Protoss player, it is Light. He's currently on game point, ready to snatch this match away from BlackNight Gaming. And I'm curious as to what we'll see here. Cerulean Fall, obviously, a very different map than pretty much every other map we've encountered so far on the map pool. It's a very big map, that's one thing. As you can see, the rush distance is pretty not so. It's not very conducive to really two-base aggression, or just aggression in general. Of course you can do it. I mean, I've never thought there was ever been a map in the map pool where you can't go for a certain build. I mean, there are, or like a normal build, quote unquote. Like, there's almost always been like there's almost, you could, let me see if I can explain this a little better. There's almost always been a strategy. All right, take 3. There's never been a map in any map pool in which I believe that a certain quote unquote normal strategy could not be viable. There are certain maps where you know, they're worse, or they're not as effective, but generally you can do pretty much any strategy you want, any normal strategy you want on any map. And Cerulean Fall is no exception. 2-base timing pushes, yeah, they can totally work here. You have to walk for a little bit longer. And if Light goes for Blink Stalker again, you're going to get a lot more units picked on off, a lot of more potential sieges when you're trying to move on across the map, if you are going to do that same siege tank push. But overall, you can still do it. I mean, if you want to siege up over here, this isn't a horrible spot. If you want to siege up over here, this isn't a horrible spot. So yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what Aquaman decides to pull out here. If I were to guess, I think he wants to do something aggressive again. And it looks like though he is going to actually go for it. 2 Rex. Is he going to go for 2-1-1? Yeah! Okay, so Light is actually going to have to face off against Aquaron's 2-1-1 here, which is going to be very interesting to say the least, since 2-1 generally not a thing against Protoss. Well, not generally not a thing, but just generally not seen too often, I would say. Generally because if Protoss scouts it, then it's kind of easy to defend against, and in general, I'm saying this, maybe not everyone feels this way, but as a Protoss, I just kind of feel that when a... Oh, okay. When a Terran goes for mass bio with no other, you know, outstanding tech to worry about, like if it's just a big group of Marines and Marauders, those are like the easiest games for me. They're like the easiest to kind of control, they're the easiest to force field, they're the easiest to kind of counter. You know, it's just generally not that hard, I feel, to defend off against mass bio. Which is why you generally don't see all that out from Terrans, because they know that. They know that if a Protoss player knows that they're going for mass bio, then it's not that hard to counter. And actually, ooh, Aquaron! Ew. Aquaman sacrifices that SCV right there, but Light actually making a little bit of a mistake here. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice that Adept for the SCV, which isn't really savory at all. If Light was paying super attention though, he could have sensed that there were Marines are not things. Maddie, look, Swagar, come on. Does that look like a Zergling to you? Absolutely not. Okay, good. Break on 3. 1, 2, 3, break. Okay, but yeah, he did see that there were a decent amount of Marines there. Definitely more than you're used to seeing. I mean, you're generally not used to seeing, you know, like 4, 5, 6 Marines when you're shooting there with your Adept. So I think maybe the gears are turning for Light. Honestly, all he needs to do to defend against the 2-on-1, I feel, is first off, the 2-on-1 is going to contest your 3rd. They're not going to try and stim into your main generally. They're going to try and contest your 3rd, from my experiences so far. So just make sure you get, like, you know, 1 shield battery, maybe 2 if you're really concerned at the 3rd base. Make sure you're warping on in stuff as, yeah, make sure you're constantly hitting those warp-ins. Don't try and skimp out any warp-ins to try and get out any tech faster, and honestly, should be fine. But we'll have to see. It's all in the execution, right? I mean, counters are good in theory, but in practice, they're, you know, that's what makes StarCraft, right? Only 1 medevac, actually, for Aquaron, which is a little weird, actually. And now 2 more coming on now, so it is going to be a delayed bio push, so not a 2-on-1. It's going to go ahead and delay it and just push out with a big ball of bio, which, it can do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not... It's like if you were to go for Adept Phoenix as a Protoss in this stage of the game. That would be the equivalent. You don't see it too often, and if your opponent sees it coming, it's not really super efficient, since, you know, it's pretty not too hard to counter. But if it catches your opponent off guard, oh my god, you can really bonk them. You can really get a lot of damage done. And so far, Light just content to get up all these Blink Stalkers. Blink Stalkers are really great when they have Blink against Bio. When they, when it's just Bio, just trying to push on in, especially if there's a shield battery too. But you still need a couple of Zealots, a couple of Adepts in there or something to soak up the damage still. You don't want those Adepts or those Stalkers really taking the damage, the brunt of the force. Third base for Light is finished on up. He is now currently rocking a 4 worker advantage over Light at this stage in the game, and still no third base for Aquaron. So it looks as though Aquaron does really want to make this 3-base aggression, or this 2-base aggression work against Light. He said it worked once, why not again? And it looks as though Light is going to go for a similar strategy as last time. Going to go for those open up with Blink Stalkers and then transition into that Disruptor tech, which honestly, I mind absolutely 0%. Light is going to go ahead and push on out here. Going to go ahead and snap a medevac. No shield batteries. Oh boy. Light got caught with his pants down. And yeah, this is why Stalkers, generally, you don't just want just Stalkers. This is going to be pretty brutal here. He's going to have to evacuate third base. He's actually going to pull workers. Not all the Stalkers are firing though. He loses 12 right off the bat. And he's going to lose the base. If he loses the base too, this has just gone from bad to worse. And it looks as though Light is actually going to save it. Oh, Aquaman tried to talk it down, but didn't quite make it. And Light does end up defending, but at a severe cost. Wow, 8 Stalkers and 13 probes. Absolutely an amazing train for a handful of Bio. And Colossus tech is actually on the way. I do like this choice out here for Light. I mean, if you know your opponent is going to go for a lot of Bio, get that Colossus out. Why not? And Colossus on this map too can also work pretty well. A lot of choke points to try and abuse. But ooh, that was a little bit of a rough defense there from Light. I don't think this Nexus barely isn't low enough to where you need shield batteries to recharge it. Honestly, if you were to get one and just recharge it anyways, I'd be fine with that. Because I am a big fan of it. I am a big fan of recharging low Nexi with shield batteries. Just because getting sniped is just such a bad thing. Hold that thought! Light's a hacker! Oh my god! No, but he does catch that move out. And unfortunately, no high ground vision for these for these Stalkers rather. Doesn't quite get those medevacs, but does kind of force Aquaron to be a little bit more on its side of the map. He's probably a little more scared to do any more drops now, to be honest. You know, knowing that he probably has like that, feeling that Light has some sort of like 6 Stalker sense to know whenever these medevacs boosting across the map. Anyways, Colossi are being pumped on out. Definitely a more reliable form of splash damage than Disruptors, and definitely something you'd want. Rather than Disruptors, if you feel as though you are in a position to get them. Anyways, Light is going to go ahead and start pushing across the map again. And like I said, as soon as you get like 1 or 2 Colossi, or rather, as soon as you get 2 Colossus is when I fear that Colossus become that much better than Disruptors. Because the main weakness of Colossi over Disruptors is that, it's not that they get countered more often, it's just that you're more susceptible to pushes, I feel. You're more susceptible to damage and getting, dropped everywhere and, getting 2-base push with a bunch of siege tanks, but as soon as you get 2 Colossus, and especially the 3rd Colossus, then you pretty much just don't die to the Terran unless they have a big mass of Liberators or they have a lot of Vikings. And currently, Aquaron has 0 of those things which you would like against Colossus. 3rd one has popped on out, and he is going to be equal on, well, not equal on upgrades at all, actually. And actually, not going for any attack upgrades with these Colossus, so a little bit concerned over there. But he is going to have that +2 armor to go ahead and even the stuff out. These Zealots are probably just never going to die. Colossi focusing down the tanks, not a bad thing, but they have to walk the Liberation Zones, not getting any damage to that Bio at all. A little bit sloppy here from Light, has to make sure that he's flanking this correctly, making sure those Colossi are targeting the Bio, which he is doing. Good splits from Aquaron, and now the Colossi don't have any meat underneath them. All of it is on the opposite side of the map, and now these Colossi are going to go on down. A horrible engagement here coming out from Light. Oh my goodness, down to 13 armor supply, and this has just been a bungled attempt. He kind of pushing through a choke, through Liberators, let his, Zealots clump up and just chase that Bio. Colossi never really getting the target that they wanted, and this is just going so badly for Light now. 59 to 62 workers, sure, but he's down 40 armor supply now. He has to make Disruptors. He has to hope for those big, juicy connections. Because Aquaron, yeah, he's going to move across the map. And he is probably going to kill you if you do not get lucky somehow. If you do not make some sort of magic happen. He's going to go ahead and pick up 4 medevacs, boost it over to the other side of the map. I think that's pretty much his whole army, so it makes sense to just get him in the medevacs, have him go a little bit faster, and he's gonna go for a drop in the main, and there's nothing to scout this at all. No observers, no stalkers in the main, no nothing. Just has his whole army over here. This is going to be a nightmare to deal with. Aquaron is going to go ahead and set up shop over here. At the very least, some gateways and forges are going to go down. Even a siege tank to solidify this position for Aquaron. This is going to be so painful. Oh, the siege tank does end up going down, thankfully. But look at pushing through that choke point. Oh my god, that is so not efficient. But he does end up pushing it back, thankfully. Medevacs boost on over. Do they want to hit that third base? He can actually just snipe it. And here we go. It's not full on shields. I said you should have put that shield battery, but it actually just doesn't matter. Has to keep some in his main. He's going to go ahead and target it down, and it's barely just going to go down. Should have gone the shield battery. Should have gone the shield battery, Light. But now's not the time for that. Now's the time for Light to think about what the hell he's going to do. He knows that Light is going to... Yeah, he knows Aquaron is going to keep dropping him. He knows that his macro is pretty untouched behind this. Aquaron is going to max out here pretty soon. And I guess Light just wants to push all the way out across the map, but it's not going to work like last game. It's not going to happen. This does not beat this. As much as I would love it to, it doesn't. It just does not. Aquaron is safe at home. 2 medevacs full of units ready to do damage on the opposite side of the map. I just don't know what that's going to do. I guess keep on making disruptors. He's doing the best he can right now. He just can't take any more damage. These 2 medevacs can actually have the potential to snap this Nexus, and Aquaron knows it. He's going to target it down, but a snap recall from Light, just like that. Very wise decision, I actually think. And actually, 1 lone disruptor. Oh no. Okay, does end up being safe. But that's the bad thing about Cerulean Falls. On large maps in general, you are gonna get dropped so much by the Terran. And actually, he misses this drop over here. Oh my god, it's gonna be a 2-pronged attack from Aquaron. I don't know if I can deal with that. His drop defense so far, this game has been not so great, but in his previous games, it looked pretty solid. But I just don't think... I think he's just panicking a little bit. I don't think he's really keeping this in, you know, keeping the possibility of drops in mind. His armor is all the way across the map. He has nothing against it. It has to be a base raid. It can't be anything else. Light is going to move all the way across the map, but it's a planetary fortress. Oh no, Light. Oh, the last thing you want to see is 15 zealots dying just to take out a base. Meanwhile, the Valor is moving on over here to this 4th base position. Aquaron is just all over the place. Light is scrambling to kill his opponent on the opposite side of the map. It's 121 armor strength to 120. It's going to have to be a godly engagement. He can't afford to do run buys like this. He needs all of his army to smash through all at one time. Zealots are kind of clumped together. I mean, he's not doing horribly against the army. He's just not doing very great, especially considering all the damage he's taking back at home. He does have some disruptors to try and hold on. Maybe if you can distract Aquaron on the opposite side of the map, the disruptors can get good shots. But Light, Aquaron has already thought about that. He is so smart. The pre-split is just amazing. Meanwhile, the top of this ramp is going to get held by that siege tank. He can't get that siege up, but he's not really moving with any sense of urgency. Just zealots attacking barracks on the low ground while the siege tank gets a free setup here. And now the main is safe and secured for Aquaron. And this, I just don't know what Light's going to do. I don't know. I mean, they have an equal-ish army count. I guess that's something. Just trying to pick off whatever he can, I guess. Still 2 orbitals left for Aquaron. It's not over just yet, though. It's not over just yet. He still has his base over here. Recall is back up. Light, you need to recall now. Otherwise, you lose the game. You need to recall. Light, you have to recall. You still have time. You can still do it. This is his last Nexus. He has no more... Oh, wait, does he have... He has enough money to build another Nexus, but where are his workers? Where are the workers? Oh, my... Ah, okay. That's why I didn't want to recall. Okay, well... 75 to 60 armor supply when it's all said and done. And I guess he's getting his tech back up. He managed to throw down a cyber core before his gateways got destroyed, so that's good for him. Actually, he should have thrown down a DT, Dark Shrine. He still had that Templar Archive, or that Twilight Cancel back there. It would have been so good at this stage in the game. Okay, Light is now pushing on the other side of the map. He has to be so careful. If this gets cancelled, then the best he can hope for is a draw. And I guess Light thinks he'll have a recall by the time that's back up and running. I guess he wants to try and find whatever damage he can. I'm getting flashbacks, you guys. I'm getting flashbacks to WCS. No spoilers, but there was a game that kind of looked something like this, and it is just super deja vu. Alright, Light, Archmon scans, he knows Light is out of position to defend his base, and 4 Liberators though, that is so many Liberators. I don't think 5 Stalkers could ever hope to contest that. I mean, he'd really need to build up a strong... He'd really need to get up a lot of gateways very soon. And yep, Aquaron even scouts it. Recall does end up going down immediately. Light, Aquaron just kind of running away. He does realize that that army is going to probably kill him if he sticks around. Still 4 Disruptors though, but the big problem are the Liberators. Like I said, I mean... Oh, okay. Actually, with all these pylons back here... Oh my gosh, what if a Liberator sets up over here and the pylons cock-block the Stalkers so that they can't actually defend the Liberators? That'd actually just be horrible. Okay, right now it's a race against time, in the way that Light needs to get out more Stalkers before these Liberators leapfrog their way over to this base. Good zoning here from the Stalkers. They're doing exactly what he needs to do, using the Disruptor Boss to zone out the units while he takes care of the Liberators. And now the army supply is evened on up, and he's mining from a full base. What is this game? Is Aquaron actually going to lose this? Is Light going to take it? I don't know. He's getting more Stalkers. This is good. I mean, the Disruptors are so good in stages of the game like this. Every unit is so valuable, especially... Oh, never mind. Hang on. Hold that thought. A couple of Zealots actually getting shaved on off. This is so tense. Still 63 to 50 armor supply. This production is still untouched, as you can see. And a couple of siege tanks would just be atrocious. Oh, hate to see that. But again, more Stalkers getting warped on in. A Disruptor might actually end up going down, but it is not to be. And now, more and more Stalkers warping on in. This is looking really good for Light. This is looking actually just amazing for Light so far. 65 to 56 total army supply. He is down 2 upgrades though. 2-2 to just the +2 armor. That is not going to feel good on these Zealots at all. Siege tank setting up over there. If he had a War Prism, could you imagine? Oh my god, imagine this game if Light had a War Prism to shuttle these Disruptors around. Oh my god, I think the game would have been over. Alright, but I digress. It looks as though so far we're in a bit of a stalemate here. Both players, undoubtedly, their hands must be shaking. I mean, Light... But thankfully, yeah, it is a bit of a stalemate. Light can't push into Aquaron because no way you push into that with this. But Aquaron can't really push into Light. The Disruptors are amazing zoning tools. I'm going to stop the buyer from ever coming down the ramp. And, ooh, gonna go ahead and just pick off whatever he can, 13 kills on that Disruptor. 16 there, 6 there, 11 there. Amazing stuff from Light. And actually, ooh, I actually think this may have been a mistake from Aquaron, pushing all of his tech units down the ramp. All of them have gone on down. All Light has to do is hold on against his bio, against his, next push, and he may just win the game. 436 armor supply though. Not over just that. The boys are getting pulled. The Liberator gets focused on down. Destruction balls are huge. No splits there from Aquaron, and they are going to end up going on down, but the Stalkers are slowly winning a number. The armor supply is exactly even. Who's going to win this? I have no idea, folks. I have zero idea. The Stalkers are getting targeted down though. He has to run. He has to run this. He has to run. He can't fight. Oh, actually, reinforcements coming from the high ground. Gonna go ahead and... they use their blink, though. This is so close. This is so close. He's gonna pull his boys. He knows he has to. He has no other choice. The Siege Tank is gonna kill so many pros, but it's just what he has to do. You gotta do what you gotta do, Light. And he is gonna end up pushing this back. Almost all the probes are gonna go down. The Siege Tank is no more. And 13 armor supply to 7. But pretty much all of that is medevacs. I think Light has done it. He did it. There's nothing left. GG is called. Oh my god, Light, you're a literal god. Oh my god. No way. 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 We have to see that again. We are watching that again, guys. Siri is just poking on as normal. I think Aquaman felt he just had to do something, which to be honest he did. He was running out of mining over here. He couldn't move down the ramp. He needed to do something to Light. But there were so many other options. This Siege Tank could have hit this pro from over here. Liberator could have gone and sieged up over here, caused a huge problem to Light to try and even out the mining. I mean, but it's super hard to make those calls. Like, obviously I'm being overly critical. I mean, Aquaron did his best. He made some great decisions this game. He made some great moves, but in the end, Light just ended up out-controlling Aquaron here at the end. There we go. Light says, you shouldn't have. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Moving those Siege Tanks to the Lurgan over there. Both of them get targeted on down. Liberator's all in front. All of that tech is in front of the bio when it needed to be behind it. And that's just the mistake that cost Aquaron the game. And yeah, we all know what happened from here. Liberator gets targeted down, disruptor shots are juicy. Look at that beautiful micro. Look at that beautiful, beautiful micro. Hang on, hang on. Look how good this micro is. He microed the disruption ball between the SCVs. Hang on, let's fast forward here a little bit. I just want to show you guys that. How good Light's macro is. So, he sees everything pushing on forward. He leaves the Stalkers to pick off the Liberator, blinks back the last second. Last second. Sends off a Disruption Nova, and he sees this path right here. And he doesn't just let it go straight like this. That would hit into his ICB, that would be bad. He micros it over here. It can still run into these SCVs. Boom! Micros it down into the group of bio. Blows up a huge chunk of it. And honestly, if it does the same thing again when Aquaron tries to split back, honestly, if it hadn't been for that, I think Aquaron would have pushed through. We saw how close the final fight was. Like, it was insanely close. If it weren't for those disruptor shots, Aquaron may have just won the game. But it wasn't to be. It just wasn't to be. Light just too good. It looks as though Psionic Aftermath is going to go ahead and bring it home. Or rather, Light is going to go ahead and bring it home for Psionic Aftermath. 4-2. 4-2. Oh my god, that was so good. Ah, that was so great. Just an incredible game from both players. Honestly, a snowflake of a game we see every now and again. And that was just a big treat. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed casting it. Honestly, those games are really the ones that come once every, 40, 50 games. And to have that being caught on stream is just a gift. Now, unless I'm mistaken, which I'm going to ask Sushi about to clarify right now. Actually, it was best of 7. So that's it? Or is it best of 7 and then they get a revive? No, they already revived Aquaron. Alright, so that's it, you guys. We're done. Light takes it home. Alright. Well, folks, my name is Mr. 789. I hope you've enjoyed watching the stream as much as I enjoyed casting it. If you didn't indeed enjoy what you saw and what you heard here today, you can go ahead and give us a little bit of a sticker. You can follow us, you can give us a star balloon, you can do whatever you want. I don't know how the freaking thing works, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Go ahead and up the stream if you haven't already, and be sure to follow us for more... What type of StarCraft? For more community, there we go. For more community StarCraft 2 content. And I think that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning on in, folks. And remember, I'm not. I was thinking of doing this old outro I used to do, which is actually just the worst thing ever. But I'm not going to do it. So, that's it for me, guys. And I'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in.